is up, everyone? Welcome to Danganronpa. My name is BlazersKid67 here, and let's get this episode started, shall we? So we found out that Sakura Ugami is dead in the last episode. What the hell? How did that happen? We were getting somewhere. We were actually getting somewhere. Alter Ego is up there, connected to the school's local network, trying to figure out how to get the hell out of here. And we have this, a dead Sakura Ugami. So let's go ahead and investigate this crime scene, shall we? Let's look at the body first. Ugami spent her last breath here, slumped forward on this couch. As I recall, she was struck over the head. Normally, you expect that to be the cause of death, but the Monokuma file also mentioned she had vomited blood. There is indeed blood on her mouth, but what exactly caused her to vomit? The Monokuma file says that, aside from the wound on her head, there aren't any other external wounds. Maybe the blow to her head caused her to vomit blood? To Togami. Fascinating. I wouldn't call it fascinating, but curious maybe. There's no question the reason she vomited blood has something to do with her death. Okay, let's look at what's this on the floor. Looks like a wrapper of some sort. You recognize this, Asahina? You gave it to her. Candy wrapper. Yeah, I remember that. Right after we left the infirmary. The wrapper from the candy you gave Ogami. So no one else could have gotten any? You like it that much? Asahina. Loaded red polka dot candy. And what's this behind her? There are shards of glass scattered on the floor around the chair Ogami is sitting in. The glass is red, and look at this. That's the neck of a bottle, and there's the bottom of one. So basically that means these shards used to be a glass bottle? There's something else on the floor next to the glass. A single figure, just small enough to fit in the palm of my hand. A Monokuma figure? What is that? Why is it there? I see blood over there. There's a pool of blood on the floor in front of the magazine rack. Well, I'm sure it must be Ogami's blood. Something feels off about it. Why is it so far from the body? What's that over there? There's a plastic container on the floor near the rec room door. A bottle of protein. It's empty too. It's probably Ugami. She was always drinking protein. Plus, she and Asahina like to talk about how protein could cure anything. Yes, I know. Anyway, the label on this protein container says Chem Lab A2. That reminds me, Ogami did say something about the Chem Lab on the 4th floor having good protein, which would mean this container came from the Chem Lab. Huh? What does it? There are shards of light blue glass from when I broke the door's window. Does that tell us something? A very important clue. What does she mean by that? Okay. Let's see what Kirigiri found out. Managed to kill Ogami. She's certainly not the kind of person you would go down easily. The super duper high school fighter. Maybe they caught her by surprise? You can't kill Ogami. I feel like it's not possible. The scorn in his eyes is likely to burn a hole in my soul if I don't get out of here and quick. Well, I can't really say either way until I've done a little bit more investigation. Okay. What? She had left notes in all of their rooms. Come to the recreation room before lunch. Before lunch? Her time of death was around noon. What? Asahina. Telling her not to blame herself is probably asking the impossible. But to think that Togami, Hagakari, and Fukawa were all summoned here by Ogami? Here to the scene of the crime just before noon when she was murdered? I should probably try and corroborate her testimony with the three of them. I've got a question for you, Togami. Is it true that you received an invitation from Ogami to come to the rec room? And it's true? You didn't go? I made no contact with Ogami whatsoever today. He says he didn't come to the rec room, but is he telling the truth? I don't have any evidence to claim otherwise though, so I just have to believe him for now. Yeah, thanks. She's still saying the same thing. I'm not really seeing anything else of importance in here. I think we just about examined everything. This is open for some reason. The locker's door has been left open, and look at this on the inside. There are handprints. Due to all the dust inside the locker, it looks like prints were left anywhere it was untouched. Oh, hey, in that case, would the culprit maybe have been hiding inside the locker when we unsealed the room? And then after we broke the seal, they slipped into the crowd, acting like they had just shown up. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, why? That's right, the locker was already open. But in that case, what do these handprints mean? I think we got everything in here. How many pull sticks were there before? Oh, it's on the table. What's that? Oh, is that the chair that was in front? The rec room door wouldn't open because this chair was shoved up against it. But I see no trace of any sort of apparatus, like string or metal hook or anything. So there wasn't anything done to the chair itself. This door is the one only entrance to the rec room. It doesn't have a lock, and there's no trace of the handle having been removed. The one thing that sticks out is the broken glass. But that's my fault, since I broke it getting into the room. I also don't see any evidence of string or any other kind of contraption having been used. Which means there's nothing out of the ordinary about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's pretty much no question the door wouldn't open because the chair was wedged in front of it. The chair prevented the doorknob from turning, which in turn prevented the door from opening. And since neither the door nor the chair show any signs of having been modified in any way, the culprit couldn't have made the sealed room from the outside. It had to have been from the inside. Makes sense. We need to thoroughly investigate. Okay, I see. Yeah, I remember what you said. I know. What else is there to look at? Oh, maybe. What the hell is this? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the cabinet. Oops, hit the wrong button. Each of the bottles has a Monokuma figure inside. How the heck did the figures get inside those bottles anyway? It's like it's like when you what is that? The boat in the glass jar. The ship in a bottle. It's the same idea as an impossible bottle, huh? Yeah, see? Kirigiri gets it too. Yeah, I've seen it before. Oh, I think I have. Monokuma bottles. I'm slowly starting to piece things together. The Monokuma bottle's on the cabinet. The Monokuma figure on the floor. The red fragments of glass on the floor that I suspect used to be a bottle. Putting two and two together, it looks like Ugami was hit over the head with one of these Monokuma bottles. At least that's what the Monokuma figure on the floor suggests. In other words, it's a very well possible the murder weapon was a Monokuma bottle. Yeah, I got a good look. I think, at least a cursory look. She's got this all planned out, doesn't she? Ever since we cleared the air between us, she's gotten a little pushy. Either way, she's right. We're gonna need to conduct some interviews. I need to see what the other two people Ogami Summon have to say about that. Let's go find them. Where were they going again? More than likely the two of them are in the dorms. You think they're in their dorms or what? I can't remember where Hagakari's was. I think he's around the corner. Kawada, Hagakari. I placed my finger on the bell. Ding dong! After a short wait. React! That's something I wanted to ask you, Hagakari. Ugami invited you to the rec room earlier. Ogre told me herself, dude. She also invited both Kawa and Togs. Huh, you talked to Ugami? When was this? I thought she delivered notes to everyone. This story is obviously pretty fishy. So did you go to the rec room? Something doesn't add up here. After that, I never saw her again. While I'm here, could you let me have a look at the note you were given? Hagakari shoved his hand into his pocket. And then gave me a twitchy smile as he pulled it back out. And when he did, something fell to the floor in front of me. Something from inside his pocket. He swiped it up like a gust of wind and shoved it back into his pocket. Trash. Not even giving me a chance to speak, he forcefully ended our conversation and fled to his room. He says it was just a piece of trash. But that wasn't just any trash, was it? Where's Fukuwa? Fukuwa's is back over here, I think. It's like, oh, here it is. Place my finger on the bell. And after a short wait... Ew. A wave of sour, negative energy lurked down into the hall when Fukuwa opened her door. Fukuwa, you're back to yourself again and not genocider. This is what enjoying herself looks like? Hey, is now a good time? I need to talk to you about something. After clicking her tongue loud enough for me to hear, Fukuwa stepped out into the hallway. React! Actually, I was wanting to ask about that note you got from Ugami asking you to meet her in the rec room. Don't sneeze, please. Togami admitted to having gotten one. Yes. Ew. Yep, it kinda is. So you want to tell me about that? See the note. I didn't go to the rec room. She says she didn't go. But is that really true? I don't have any evidence to claim otherwise, so I'll just have to believe her for now. And with that, Fukuwa scurried back into her room. Somebody went to that rec room. They're all lying. Well, I've heard what Fukuwa and Hagakari have to say, but what next? Sounds like I'm gonna have to re-examine the crime scene, but in addition to that, should also probably do some looking into the protein container I found in the rec room. As I recall, that came from the chem lab? Alright, well, what first? Let's go to the chem lab first. Let's see what we can find. If we can find, like, something that's, you know, close to that protein container that we got. Do 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 do. My throat is like literally killing me right now. Like it's painful to speak. Maybe because I don't have any water or anything. I just woke up not too long ago. But my voice is killing me. My throat. Alright, so the chem lab is upstairs on the 4th floor, I do believe. Alright. Chem lab. Down there. Do 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 do. This music is just too good. What the hell? Yeah, alright. Yeah, whatever. What the hell is that? What is that on the floor? Move. Why can't I examine it? Looking at them again, I'm struck by just how large these chemical cabinets are. I should probably give them a thorough investigation. From the looks of it, the cabinets is actually 3 separate cabinets placed side by side. But more importantly, what's this pile that's been spilled in front of the cabinets? I need to be careful not to step in it. What the hell is that? There's a broken bottle on the floor by the cabinets. Looks to be the source of the spilled powder. The label on the bottle says Chem Lab C4. Which means the powder was spilled? The powder was spilled around the same time as the crime. It's probably connected somehow. There's a large quantity of yellow powder on the floor by the cabinets. Gotta be careful not to step in it. There's footprints in it though. Are these footprints? They seem to have only been left in front of the left cabinet too. Are you telling me to map it out? With a smirk on his face, Togami handed me a pen and a sheet of paper. Okay. As he ordered, I quickly scribbled down a diagram of the room. What is he, our boss? Like, what the flip? How does this look? Well, likes of me. Only had business in the left cabinet. Uh-huh. No, they don't. Having no good reason to turn him down, I obeyed Togami's orders. Yeah, I'm real sad. Just going off how much effort Togami's putting into examining them, I guess they're pretty significant. Perhaps I should go back over what I've learned about the powder so far. Large quantity of yellow powder was spilled in front of the chemical cabinets, I suspect. Came from the broken bottle I found on the floor nearby. The bottle's label says Chem Lab C4, and there's a skull with crossbones on it? Additionally, someone left footprints in the powder. Going by the diagram I drew, it seems whoever they belonged to only had business in the left cabinet. On top of that, Togami says the powder was spilled around the same time the crime occurred. That's about all I've got for now. But there's a skull with crossbones on the bottle. Let's see this cabinet. It has an assortment of nutrients and supplements and the like inside. The protein container I found in the rec room must have come from this cabinet. The labels on everything in this cabinet start with the letter A. That would make this left cabinet A then? But wait a second. A single bottle here labeled Chem Lab C9. Did someone accidentally put it back in the wrong place? Let's see this cabinet. There's a bunch of chemicals I never heard of. Regents. You don't think that's gonna be a bit too far? I didn't say that. Anyway, what I really need to be concerned about right now is investigating the cabinet. The labels on everything in this cabinet start with the letter B. That would make this middle cabinet cabinet B then. Nothing really jumps out at me. I don't think I need to spend any more time looking through this cabinet. This cabinet contains a bunch of dangerous looking chemicals. Looks like poison and other potential hazardous chemicals. The chemicals on everything in this cabinet start with the letter C. That would make this right cabinet cabinet C then. Here's what I've learned about these cabinets so far. The Chem Lab's chemical cabinet is actually 3 separate adjacent cabinets. Cabinet A contains nutrients, Cabinet B reagents, and Cabinet C poisons. It's likely Ogami got her protein from Cabinet A. Curiously, there was also a bottle labeled C mixed in with everything else in Cabinet A. Cabinet C is where poison and stuff like that is stored. So why was a bottle from there in Cabinet A? There's something to it. I can't feel it. That about does it for the Chem Lab. Next is another pass to the rec room. Alright, let's go back. You know, this might be stupid. This might be a stupid idea, or something I'm suggesting, or something I'm thinking about, but do you guys think that Ogami could have accidentally maybe committed suicide? I know that sounds kind of weird, but I feel like that happened. Because why was there... Something just doesn't add up. Because if there was poison from Cabinet C and Cabinet A, what if she went in there, grabbed that bottle, accidentally drank it, and was like, oh fuck, I drank the poison, and threw the bottle on the floor, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna die now. So that she's like, okay, I'm gonna invite Togami, Hagakari, and Fukawa at 12 a.m. or 12 whatever p.m. to go to the rec room, and I'm just gonna die there, and everyone's gonna see my body. I don't know, that sounds stupid, but I told her exactly what I heard from Fukawa and Hagakari. Someone is probably lying. Someone is lying. Ogami's corpse, the magazine wrap, and the Monokuma bottles. Okay. Kugiri said she found something new of Ogami's body. Well, yeah, I suppose. I'm not a big fan. In stark contrast to my unshakable reluctance, Kirigiri didn't even bat an eye. It was a sight I've gotten used to. It brought a familiar thought to mind. I'm surprised you could do that and keep a straight face. I've never even get used to that side of a body. Then how can you? Huh? Oh, it's the powder. Ogami's shoe. Yeah, the yellow powder. Yeah, I see it. The wound on her head. But twice? She was struck twice. Wow. Bro, Kirigiri is a boss. So to think she was able to learn so much just by examining Ogami's body. That's a feat I imagine only Kirigiri could pull off. Kirigiri said she found something new with these Monokuma bottles. Clues, clues. There's a pattern. Oh yeah, there's a pawn, something, and a blah. There's no king. Or queen. Come on, Kirigiri, can't you just tell me? So if it's not that, you don't trust me? No retort. To some degree, she says. One other thing. An experiment. No. Huh, are you sure? Should we really be tampering with the scene? With that, Kirigiri vanished from the rec room? I have no idea what's going on. But what can you do? Not like I've got much of a choice. Using a broom and dustpan I found in the rec room, I swept up all the bottle fragments on the floor. And just as I finished that... What kind of experiment are we doing? Compare what with what? What for? Okay. Roughly the same. Well, that makes sense. There's not much difference between the figures and nothing else to create a weight of difference. Well, there are two possibilities. Either they'll weigh the same, or the broken bottle will weigh slightly less. I tried my best to pick up everything, but it's still possible I missed some. Huh? The fragments weigh more. What? Why? About... That's weird. And then the magazine rack? Kiri said she found something new at the magazine rack. Let's see. Clues. What's this? One of the magazines is upside down. Did someone put it back on the rack wrong? Ah, yeah. I picked up the upside down magazine and began flipping through the pages. What the? Right around the middle of the magazine, there was a page with a hurriedly scribbled bloody message. Fukawa. Could this be a dying message? Kirigiri, is this a dying message? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what it looks like. We don't know that for certain yet. It does look like some pretty decisive evidence, but also feels a little too blatantly obvious, which has me questioning its legitimacy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, you know what that means. It's nighttime, I think. What the heck? These investigations sure did get shorter, didn't they, guys? We're already out of time. I still hadn't had any chance to figure out the sealed room trick. Guess all I could do is hope we can make something off of it during the trial. No, we must! Alright, guys, so in the next episode of Danganronpa, you already know what we're doing. We're going right through those red doors, and we're beginning another class trial, another journey, another death. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. What is that making this? Like 6 deaths so far? So we only have like 6 survivors left? Something like that. Well, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video. Deuces, guys.